Good morning, everybody. This is Karen. Welcome back to my Flosstube channel. This is KBH Stitches. We're going to do our best today. I have been sick all week. You can probably hear it in my nose, and I just had a coughing fit, so we're going to try and get through some of these piles I have here before the next coughing fit. Also, Mr. Fergus is down here on the floor having a conniption, so hopefully he'll settle in and not be too much of a nuisance. Anyway, my name is Karen. This is a Flosstube channel about my cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 20 already, and it is September 6th already. So I was sick all last week. So I have taken Sampler September and kind of shifted her a week. So we'll get into all that with my thoughts later. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's returning. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all the love I received for the new spot. It's a million times more comfortable, so I'm so glad that it worked. Thank you for letting me know how the camera and everything worked. That was an odd situation. It's been a really fun month, and I did my first Zoom meetings. I was the guest Flosstuber on Sarah's Stitchy Spots Zoom. I've been doing a couple Zooms with Alex Stitches, and I've done a few with Karen, or just, I did one, I had to cancel one, unfortunately, with Karen the night out, the Owl Stitcher. And wow, that's just something I hadn't, I heard people talking about Zooming and doing all this stuff, but it just hadn't kind of reached my world yet, and it is very welcome. So to all my little new Zoom friends, it's so fun. All right, I'm gonna dive right in, especially into FFOs. I have 14 FFOs. It's not as exciting as it sounds, but 14, I made 14 pillows. So I'm gonna try not to do that. So I just kind of, luckily, I got a bee in my bonnet right before I got sick. So I got all of these done. So the first one is this is the little berry bowl that I took out of this big sampler up here. This is called the Berry Bowl Sampler. It's by Heartstring Samplery and the Scarlet House, like half and half. And I just took one of the little bowls and stitched it. And what's funny is I didn't realize when I was stitching this that those are pumpkins. And so I just finished this. It turned out to be the perfect little fall piece. And so I have plans to restitch 3 more of these berry bowls from this piece and make them all a little collection. So that was the first one. Then we did this. So you'll remember I did the monthly minis by Primrose Cottage. I stitched them kind of with called for and kind of not, just depending on what it was, on 36 count summer khaki. And so I had them kind of waiting there. I thought, oh, I'll do like 3 one week and 3 another week. I did 3, they were fiddly, so I just finished them. So these are coming at you in no particular order, but I'll go through them kind of quickly and show you what I did. So this was March. And I picked a little coordinating fabric for each one, and then I put a charm on each one. So Primrose Cottage has a really sweet set of pins for all of these, but because of my pets, I don't put pins in things because I don't want to have to worry about them coming out. So the pins are super cute, but I decided to go with little charms instead, just to make sure everybody stays safe. So yay, so after I film this one today, I get to put this one out. Yikes. Sorry, these. Now I can't really tell which way any of these go. Oh no, my charm is stuck. Okay, well, I'll have to fiddle with that later. I can still show you. But anyway, this is September. Do you remember? We're gonna get to that too. This was one of my favorite ones to stitch. And I put these acorns on the back. And its charm, I don't know, it's a little, I don't know if you can see that. It's a leaf, but it's blingy. I don't think you can see that. And it's, for some reason, it's caught up, but I'll fix that. This is January. Snowmen. And I found this cute winter dog fabric with Fergus on it. Isn't that fun? And this is one of the charms that my lovely viewer Beth sent me. It says joy on the bottom. Super cute. So that was perfect. Here is February. I put little conversation hearts on the back, and then this cute conversation. I liked the contrast with that teal color. I thought that one turned out cute. Here we are jumping to December. I think this one is gorgeous. And I didn't notice until I stitched them, those little candy canes. That one I put Christmas lights on the back. And then look at this cute little charm. It's a Christmas, it's like a package, a bow for a package. That's December. I'm all over the place here. Here's July. Put a little star on there and bomb pops. I love a good bomb pop. That's July. Woo! This, I love this one. Is November. Hot turkeys. Hot turkeys. And I put pumpkins on the back. Then he has a big turkey charm. I don't know if, there we go. I like that one. It's fun. I like the mix of some are just pretty patterns and some are, you know, reminiscent of the month. I think this one is March. That one's June. I think this one's May. April, May, and June, I think, were all flowers, and I don't quite, and I cut this one, you can tell. I don't know what I was doing, but this side is like a 1/4 inch shorter. You can kind of tell, but I put lemons on that one, I don't know why, and a little lemon charm. You can tell that one's, it's gonna go in a bowl and you're never gonna see the bottom, so it's fine. October. And you know what I love? So like this way, this one is a bat, but this way it looks like witch's shoes. I hadn't noticed that until I was finishing it. I put these funny little black cats on the back. I love a black cat and a pumpkin. I like that one. This is one of my favorites. I think it's June. These little bees. And I found like the perfect bee for the back. It matches the colors perfectly. And this little bee charm. Isn't he cute? So I love how that one turned out. I need to get that bigger bee project out and finish that one. This one was April. I loved stitching this one. I think this was my favorite to stitch. And I just put bunnies on the back and a carrot just because usually it's Easter. And I think those are Easter lilies. That could be a lie. I do not know. And then finally, this was, I don't know, I ran out of brain. The little strawberries. I love this backing fabric. I just want to make pillows, like giant pillows out of that. And then that cute little strawberry. So, all of these are done. So now, I mean, they're a cute little collection, obviously, but I'm going to put them out just monthly. So I'll have a little changeover every month. And there they are. Thank you, Primrose Cottage. That was super fun. That is a super fun pattern book. You get all 12 months. People have been making biscornues out of them. Decorations, obviously. Little pillows, obviously. I saw somebody do it all as one piece. It's a really diverse little thing. So anyway, all right. I am so thrilled by how this turned out. So this is a Shepherd's Bush kit that I bought at Shepherd's Bush when we were there. And part of the reason I bought it was because it had a whole finishing pack with how to attach rickrack with these little beads. And I was like, I'm all about learning something new. So, I mean, first of all, there's the pillow. Oh, look at that pocket. I will tell you, I had some floss issues with this. There were supposed to be more strands than there were. So it's not exactly how it's charted, but it turned out fine. And then I put the pumpkin on the back just to make it, I mean, it's obviously Halloween, but I wanted it to be fall. So I just did that. But then, look at this. Do you see that? It turned out so good. So first of all, this was my first time tacking down rickrack. Super easy to do, super easy. I do know, I just did it, but I know that Lindy Stitches has a tutorial on how to tack down rickrack. But all you did was you tacked your stitch here and then you came up and put the bead and then tacked it down. And now I'm not sure it came with enough beads to tack down everything, but it would have been really busy because you kind of see that back. Does that make sense? So I just did the front part and I just am thrilled with how this turned out. Now, I totally screwed up the ending. What I should have done was overcut each side by a lump. And I cut it to size instead. You live, you learn. It's fine. Nobody's gonna know. But I'm so thrilled with that. And as will come to a shock to nobody, I have a giant box of beads in my closet. And so I will be doing this again for sure. Like, I cannot wait to get like some green rickrack on a Christmas piece and put little red beads like holly. Guys. So this was amazing. It was super easy. I recommend this. The ticking down of the rickrack was super easy. It really, now I will say, so these three, see this one, that was just, I just kind of went with the rickrack. I think had I pulled, you kind of pull it tight, but you don't want to pull it too tight. So had I pulled maybe a titch tighter, I could have maybe gotten that, but I didn't, I don't care. But anyway, wholeheartedly recommend rickrack. Doing the little beading was super simple. I think these were pony beads. So that's like a size 8. Did I just lie to you? Bigger than the tiny Mill Hills. So anyway, super proud of that one. That was very exciting. And then I crashed out right after I did this. So I was glad to get it done before things went awry. Okay, sorry. Gonna take a drink. All right. So those were my FFOs. I thought that was pretty successful myself. All right. On to the whips. My 27.5 project. Peacock, Unicorn, and a Badger. This is so exciting, you guys. So last time last time we spoke, I was over here and I'd done this flower. And what happened was I came over here and I was going to do this little hoop-de-doo. And I thought, oh man, do I have enough fabric? And so, look, I went all the way across and I have enough fabric. That's good 3 inches. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the sun. And I thought this was a flower, but it's some sort of bug. Then I'm going to come back, do that doohickey. But look, I'm all the way across. Can you stand it? So it was a year ago that I started doing 27.5 on this project. I had these 4 circles done, and I showed this on Flosstube. I showed it on my first, in one of those whip parades. And I just said, this is never going to happen. It was a kit my mom had bought me, and it just was never going to happen. And one of my commenters said, hey, it's a kit from your mom. That's important. So make it happen. So I picked this up a year ago, doing 27 minutes, 5 days a week. I started doing 7, yeah, that didn't last. So like even last week, I didn't stitch on it at all. I was sick. So look, I am all the way across. And for these 3, I have the first page done. For this one, I almost have the second page done. Let's make that my screenshot. I always have a stupid grin on my face on my screenshots, but I'm so excited. So what my plan is, I'm going to fill in the sun, fill in this little hoop-de-doo, and then come back to do this, because look who's next. Oh, the squirrel. So excited. So yes, I have a bazillion more stitches to do. But a year ago, I just put this in the bag saying it was never going to happen, and look at it now. So I'm really excited about that one. So it's going to remain in my Q-snap, and it's going to remain my 27.5. No, yes, 27.5. I got it right, and I still thought I got it wrong. All right, so then on to my 2 threads a day projects. First up is Mary Amelia's bird. This is from Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I'm doing this on Osnaburg fabric with the Roxy Floss Co. conversion. Sorry. And, oops, another fat cat needle minder needs to get out of the way. Look at her. So, it's kind of, sorry, we're wrinkly. It just got really cloudy outside. I finished all the foliage, and now I just need to fill in the rest of, this is all one color of pink, and then the tail, which ends like here. So I am so close to a finish on this one, and I love it. Let me see if I can kind of show you a little bit more of the modeling on that fabric. So that's Mary Amelia's bird, 2 threads a day, and I am so excited. Once this is done, I'm going to move on to a new start that I started. So it already has a spot. My other 2 threads a day, this was a new start. I bought these 4 little seasonals from Ashbury's Echoes on Etsy. It's kind of hard to see, but it is 4 little seasonal pillows. I'm doing them with floss. I was not feeling well. It's okay. And I'm doing them on tea-dyed Osnaburg. And I have winter almost done. So he just needs a little more snow and that'll be done. And I think it turned out super cute. So these will just be 2 threads a day. I should knock them out pretty quick. Probably make more pillows. So it goes, you know. And I'm not sure if this is a new start since I saw you, but I did the other one. I'm doing 4 of these little seed packets. So this one is mistletoe seeds. Stitching with the Housewives. And I have almost all the white done. So this was the peppermint seeds. I already finished. And then I'm working on mistletoe seeds. So those are my 2 threads a day right now, and I'm very happy with how those are all coming along. Oh, and then my monthly mill hill. So last month I had my son pick a mill hill to do every month because, first of all, hashtag mountain out of a mill hill, Sal. But it's not. It doesn't have Sal at the end. Mountain out of a mill hill. And I went through and I have a bazillion of them. And I need to get them done. And this one was a doozy. So this is bacon and eggs. And I got that one finished. This, almost all the bacon is almost all beads. This one was a doozy. But look how cute. So that one is being put over to finish at some point. And we picked another doozy, because of course we did. This month, hello, he picked the taco. So I have him blind draw. They're all in a Ziploc bag and he just pulls one out. So this time we picked the taco, and again, here's the floss. So last time in the bacon and eggs one, it told me when there were multiple strands of one color. This one didn't. I don't know why. But like these yellows, so one is light yellow, one is yellow, one is bright yellow. So we're just gonna hope I did it right. And all I've gotten is taco shell. Sorry, it's upside down. So this one actually probably will go a little quicker just because that taco shell I'm doing, oh God, I have things stuck to things, is the majority, right? So that is another 2 threads a day. That is my September mill hill pick. All right, then I worked a bit on this. This is Prairie Schooler 12 Days of Christmas. And this is the project I take to my stitching group on Thursdays. I think I've only been twice. And I finished 2 turtle doves, and I'm starting on, I just went down 7 swans of swimming. I love this. So that piece, it needs some more work than what I'm giving it. That's kind of true of everything. All right, then I had a couple new starts. So I started this on, she checks her notes. She doesn't know. But I started this for the 2 kinds of delicious Sal. Also doesn't have Sal. Hashtag 2 kinds of delicious. This is a chart and floss that my lovely friend Karen sent me. These are so good. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count Fortnite fabric with the Roxy Flosco conversion. And I just got a bit done. And what I decided was I'm gonna put this aside until I finish Mary Amelia's bird. And then once Mary Amelia's bird is done, this will become the 2 threads a day. It was just kind of overwhelming me all at once. So 2 kinds of delicious. And the reason it's 2 kinds of delicious is that the Artsy Housewife, she also recharted this for like a dark fabric. And so either way, if you wanted to stitch either of those, you're welcome to join in that sale. And that sale is ongoing. So that's why I decided I'm just going to put it away until I have Mary Amelia's bird done. And then this will become my 2 threads a day. All right, my last new start was a sal that I am doing with Trisha. And it's the Quack Stack sal. This is Plum Street Samplers Quack Stack. I started this on August 31st for the first Oregon Duck game. And I just got a bit done. And so my plan is to stitch on this every Oregon football game, and then probably into basketball season, as it were. So this will come out again on Saturday. Go Ducks. And this is in my cute chickens wearing rain boots bag. So this is an ongoing whip. It's just, excuse me, not a 2 threads a day, but every duck game Saturday. Whew. All right, on to my pick a whips and my everything else. You guys, I'm going to show you the hold, please. On to my basket. All right, so Pick It and Whip It 24. I'm having my son pick a whip bag for me every week. So I think I showed you this last one. This did not get very much done on it. This is a Quilting with Nico bag. Map of Cochrane Hollow. This giant 40 count vintage country mocha that is not vintage, very vintage country mocha-fied. It does not have very much modeling in it. But anyway, this is pathetic. I filled that in. Listen, things happened. I was sick, so the oddest thing was, I woke up and I felt like I had broken my nose. It was big, it had a bump on it, it was inflamed, it was hot. It didn't bleed, it didn't bruise, but I thought, how did I break my nose? Only I would wake up being like, how did I break my nose? You didn't break your nose, goofy. So anyway, I let it go for like 2 days, and my dad's a doctor, and he was like, it's infected, you need to go to urgent care. So I go to urgent care, and they're like, yeah, antibiotics, whatever. Well, when we drove home, my husband looked at me and he's like, are you okay? And I said, I just need to get in bed. That was on Tuesday. I don't remember anything until Friday. So I went down hard and quick. I don't know. I feel like what I had was actually viral. I don't know if I needed the antibiotics. I hate antibiotics. They don't like me. We don't get along. We don't have the reciprocatory, oh, that's not even a word. I'm not gonna even try. Anyway, So I lost like 5 days, all said. And like, it's been over a week and I'm still, bleh, and I'm still tired. So, these whips did not get the attention they deserve. Let's put it that way. All right. So that was bag 31. This is bag 32. A little, half-size bag, pretty Southern on Etsy. I love that. Look at those bunnies. Bunnies! This is another Plum Street sampler. This is called Liberty Lodge. And so I'm doing this for my dad. So we had a truck, a Ford truck like this that was turquoise. Okay. And as I said, my dad is a doctor. And over the years, he got a lot of very interesting gifts. And so in our pool room, like, so when the kids moved out, my dad took like our TV room and put a pool table in there and set it all up as a pool room. And in the corner of said room is this amazingly large carved eagle that has been painted that my dad got as a gift. And its name is Horse Davis, and I don't know why, but it has been there for many, many years. And so I saw this eagle and this truck, and I was like, well, that's Horse Davis, and that's my dad's truck. So I am stitching this on I wish I knew. It's Fortnite Fabrics. It is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's like a blue with a brown in it. You can kind of see it there. It is gorgeous. So anyway, this house is a monster. But I finally got down to the greens that I'm using for the truck. So I'm doing the outside of the truck in this more bluey, and then the inside there. So I finally got down to where I could put that in. So anyway, that was funny. I don't know. You know how you have things in your life that you think are normal and then you say them out loud? You're like, that's not okay. We have a large eagle statue in our basement. Horse Davis, I don't know. Anyway, okay. Sorry. This was bag 33, another sad, sad attempt. This is the Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl. Oh, I love this one. This is done on a piece of, this is XJU Designs, and it has a funny name. Antracit? Don't know. But it is gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? It's like a gray, it's like the perfect slate gray color. So anyway, I was over here. I finished this flower thing. I did this butterfly or moth, I don't know which. And then I started here. And a friend from a Zoom was like, oh, I'll pick it up with you. She comes in, she does all of this whole corner. This bee skep turned out so well. So it was nice to see her progress. Oh, you guys, it was a rough week, rough month. I haven't been here for like a month. Anyway, they all get stitches, and I still love them all, so that's a good thing, right? All right, then bag 34. This is a, Tammy Blaylock, Creative Country Girl. Lemons. And this is a Blackbird Designs. We Live in Hope. I am doing this on, whoop, whoop, whoop. This is 40 count light mocha from Zweigart. And I was able to come in, I finished off this row, these letters, and this one here. So I'm going to get this over, and then I'm going to keep going across and go all the way across before I go down into like the boats and stuff. So that is my plan for that piece. And then finally, this week's bag, which is bag, wow, 35. Hold on, I'm gonna shift things. This is so cute. Quilting with Nico. This is Charlie Harper fabric. Look at that guy. So cute. So cute. This is another Plum Street sampler. I was heavy in the Plum Street samplers. Rest a while. And so I'm doing the whole piece, but then I was like, oh, I should have just done this guy. So I may come back and do that. This is being stitched on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. Nope. Yeah. 36 count Vintage Country Mocha with the called for threads. And it's bigger than I thought. So I am right here. I'm about to do this acorn. So I'm only like this portion done. So it's going to be big. But super cute. A great fall pick for this week. So like I said, I'm going to get into my Sampler September plans. I just wasn't up to it, so I just shifted everything a week. But then this came up as my pick, so it felt very fall, and it kind of scratched that itch. Oops, I need that one. Okay. So, excuse me, I have to wipe it out. All right. So on to haul. Not a ton of haul, but I have some stitchy kindness too. Okay. Ooh. All right, so haul. Goodness, I'm gonna get to this in a second. I got this at Michael's. It's a box. But it's the raven, the telltale heart, and the black cat. I just thought that was super cool. See it on the front? So I don't know what I'll do with this. It's probably just gonna sit like this. I don't know. I had thought, well, oh, I could put something in it, but that would be the wrong way. So for now, I'm just doing it this way. I was the teacher that always taught the black cat instead of the telltale heart, because why not? Anyway, I thought that was super cool. They also had one that was like Frankenstein, Sleepy Hollow, Dracula, maybe. Anyway, it's super neat. My son was like, oh, can I have that? I want to hide stuff in it. So anyway, I got that because I got this off of Amazon. This is Butcher's Twine. And I saw Michelle, the Bayside Stitcher, she had finished a pillow using this, and it was real just subtle and cute. And I thought, oh, there's sometimes when I kind of want a little something, but not a big trim. So I thought I could use that, but I'm also going to use it as a hanger when I finish my mill hills. So Beck Stitches Everything did a great tutorial on finishing mill hills, and she makes hangers out of the beads, and they're gorgeous. Now my cat will yank anything off of anything. So having a string of beads is just not something good for my life. So I got this on Amazon, like I said, but there's like a Christmassy color and different colors. So like I thought that yellow would look cute. So I got those for finishing both ways. And then, like I said, That's So Kelly Co. is retiring. And so I ordered 2 of these. I'll get to the other one in a second. But basically these are, it's a little floss bed. It has a needle minder here, or you can stick your scissors to that. And then you put your flosses here, and she included a Sharpie, and you write the symbols or the numbers or whatever it is you want on here, and then you just take an alcohol wipe and it comes right off. So I thought this would be good for my mill hills, the ones that don't have 8,000 colors. But it's nice to have the thread bed there to keep your extra little bits. So, and that comes in a cute little, I don't know what's this bag called. I don't know. Cute little bag. Anyway, so you can keep it in your, so like my mill hill bag, I can just pop it in there and it'll all stay together. So that I got from her, and I'm going to show you another one. And then one of my friends in my Stitchy group brought me these. And it's so cute. Like, that's a real bow on there, first of all. And she said, I thought you could maybe make like floss tags out of them. So I am going to take these and figure out how to cut, I don't know, maybe here and put a small hole here and maybe a big hole here and make floss drops out of those. Is that not cute? I just love it. I love it. I died. So thank you, thank you. So those will be made soon. Then, so then we're getting into, I have another piece of haul, but I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. So Sampler September, like I said, went, for me, is just a little awry. So I am doing Sampler September as well as the Back to School sale. Now, I haven't seen the New Hampshire Stitcher, but I'm assuming she would still love for us to do this. So I'm starting my Back to School sale, my original Back to School sale, on the 9th. So I just shifted everything a week. So I have one Back to School start that I'm starting next week, and then I have a Back to School to Electric Boogaloo sale that I'll start the next week. So this is the one that's all new. So this is a new bag. This is from Katie's Posies. I got it a long time ago, but it hasn't been used. She's so cute. And I am going to start Mary Hill 1854. This is by Needlework Press. I'm doing it on a 36 count. I don't know where I got this, but it sure is pretty fabric. I have I haven't organized, obviously. See, this is why I had to put it off a week. Anyway, I have all the floss. It's gonna look gorgeous on this. So I have all the floss. I got myself new needles for it. I got myself a new needle minder for it. This is from Mad for Minders. Mad for Minders, I love the wooden ones. They're real light, but they're real strong. And I got a new nerd hoop. So this is my like for real back to school, all fresh and clean project. And I am going to start that on the 9th and stitch on that all week. Then the next week, starting on the 11th, is going to be my Back to School 2 electric boogaloo start. You can go back to last year. For some reason, I can't just start one. I always find another one along the way that I'm like, ooh, I'll start that one too. So again, another new bag. This is from Kathy's Posies as well. Fergus. And this is Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Designs. So excited about this, you guys. I am stitching this on she's 40 count. A piece of 40 count Barb's Brew. Yeah, it has this big mark. I don't care. I think it's fine. And I actually think it's gonna fit in this top half anyway, so it's fine. But Barb's Brew, which is super exciting. That's by R&R. I think this is my first R&R. And she's being stitched with Vicki Clayton Silks. Yay! I have never used Vicki Clayton Silks either. So this is also very back to school-y. This is a lot of new experiences. So I will say, it was controversial. I didn't mean to start a controversy, but I asked on my Instagram, for those who have used these, do you unwind them and put them on floss drops or store them in, I had seen bobbin boxes. And so I got a lot of feedback for both, but I got a lot of people too who said that they use floss away bags, which made total sense. So I went and bought a bobbin box. Well, let me see if I can do this properly. These do not fit in this. They are way too big. But I had this box full of bobbins. So I now have a bobbin box for my sewing machine that I can have over there. And then I just had this little storage box from Michael's, and I'm putting them in here. So what my plan is, I bought this also. This is also from That's So Calico. It's a bigger one, and it has enough holes for the number of colors. So because my big concern is I want to make sure that what I use is an equal length of each thing, so that if it gets fuzzy, at least that's consistent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a length of each silk and put it on my floss keep. That way if I have bits left over, I can put them on, this is a thread bed. I don't know if you can tell. I can put them on there, and that's with this. And then I'll cut off more as I need them from the box. So that will get me through this. I don't know yet how I'm going to store these. Now, on one of the Zoom calls, Erin very, very nicely pulled out a whole bunch of bobbin boxes and found that there's a bobbin box called, it was called like a large bobbin box, and it just had slats and that they fit nicely in there. So I may order one of those for the storage of these over time. We'll see what I have left. If I don't have much left, that seems okay. But so for using them in this project, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut lengths but I'm not going to cut up the whole spool, and I'm going to put them on here. So we'll see. It's kind of fiddly, and I don't love that. I like to make as few steps as possible, but we'll see how that works. And then I'm thinking of ordering that large bobbin box for the actual storage of the spools after they're done. If I, in fact, have any left over. I don't know. All right, so that's going to be Sampler September. Then on the 21st, the Sunshine Stitchers have their Earth, Wind, and Fire sale. Do you remember? And the hashtag for that is EWF sal, and all you have to do is stitch on something with earth, wind, or fire. So I will either pick up, I don't know what I'll pick up yet. Honestly, any of my 2 threads a day would work. Any of my 27.5 would work. Either of my back to school / Sampler Septembers would work. So I'll have it covered. But join in that sale. It's fun every year. So, and it's just a one-off day. So it's real easy to join, and it's real fun. All right, I need a little more. All right, so then just a reminder that oops, what is all this? Goodness gracious. On October 1st, myself, Petals and Pins, and Wanda's Stitching Kitchen are going to start a project from the Hello Halloween book by Teresa Kogan. And so we encourage you to pick any design from this book, hashtag Hello Halloween, or any design with the black cat and hashtag it Black Cat Sal. So I am going to, just as a reminder, I'm going to stitch Spooky. So that's the one I picked. I don't know what Christina and Wanda have picked yet, but I think I showed this all to you. We have that, we have fabric, we have the bag. So October 1st, any piece from this magazine, hashtag it Hello Halloween Sal. Any project with a black cat, hashtag it Black Cat Sal, and go ahead and join us. So that's going to be October 1st. So I probably will not see you until I have started that. So yay. And then the last kind of upcoming plan I have, I talked about this pattern last time, and I'm planning to start it November 1st with my friend Sharon. Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Design. We're going to start this on November 1st, but there is a hashtag already called hashtag Feast of Friendship for Lisa, and Lisa is Lost in Stitches. Lost in Stitches. Sorry. So we're just going to go ahead and utilize that hashtag. That Sal has already started. So if you are already stitching this or you want to stitch it, go ahead and join that. That's the hashtag we're going to join come November. But I had mentioned that there are a lot of fancy flosses on this list, and I particularly was asking about the house because there are 3 different colors in the house, and one of them is a gray. And so I was just looking at what overdyes I really needed to buy. And so basically I came to the conclusion, I bought the orange for the pumpkin, which is pumpkin pie, and I bought the white. And basically, I had a lot of feedback about this to, either just use 2 colors, pick 1 color, whatever it is. But then Trisha said, do whatever Mary says. And Mary said, I stitched it as it was called for, but I would just pick 1 color and do the house in the 1 color. So I picked 1 blue. And I've put in an order for that. I put in an order for fabric, and it's definitely darker than this, but I think it's gonna work. I kind of wanted this bowl to pop a little bit more. So I have all that on order, and I so appreciated the feedback. So yes, the vote I got was just pick a blue you like and do that for the house. And so I had mulberry, I think, and then everything else I'm doing in DMC. So those will be coming in, and so I'll probably show this again. I will be starting it with my friend Sharon on November 1st. Anybody is welcome to join, but we are going to just use that already established hashtag, and I'm sure it's open to everybody. So if you're already stitching it or you're thinking about it, come ahead and join us. All right, so those are all of my thoughts, as it were. So during the Zoom calls, I was given permission to let go of some things. I am not one to UFO or to de-kit or de-anything, but I have these two patterns. I've had them forever, and I do think that they're very pretty. They're Garden Labyrinth, Summer and Autumn. They're Carolyn Manning designs. And I had started the Autumn for some reason on 16 count Aida with 2 threads. And it's pretty. I hate 2 threads. So I don't know why I did that. So anyway, I am going to let these go. So I'll probably pick that out. I don't know. But they're kitted. I mean, I have tons of DMC and 2 pieces of 16 count Aida tied up in these. And I just don't think I'm going to stitch them. Now, I have the patterns. I'll keep the pattern. So if I come to a point when I want to, then I will. But I'm giving myself permission to de-kit these. And my plan is that I'm going to take this piece of 16 count Aida and I am going to coffee dye it. And I am going to stitch this pattern that my mother-in-law gave me before she passed away. She was a huge quilter, and her farm girl quilt was like the pride of her quilting experience. And so I want to do this on like an Aida because I want it to look kind of 90s, if that makes sense. I am going to change the hair to brown for me, and I'm going to change, I have a pair of red cowboy boots that we always wore to the rodeo. And so I'm going to change that to represent me a little bit more, but also to do that. Sorry. So I am going to give permission to de-kit these. I still have the pattern if I need it. No harm, no foul. And I'm going to prep this fabric. Now, see, I said I was going to coffee tea dye it, and then I'm like, wait, maybe I just want it on white. I kind of want it to pop in that 90s way. So give me a vote. And look, I have this already kitted too. So what am I doing? I guess I thought I should tea dye it to maybe shrink it a little bit, but is that a lie I'm telling myself? Does Aida shrink? I don't know. So give me a vote. Should I just do it on the white to kind of, sorry, I hit the camera. Do it on white to kind of maintain that real fresh look, or tea dye it to make it a little bit smaller? I'll use 1 thread either way because it's just who I am. It's just who I am in my heart. So give me a vote on that. But that is the plan. Thank you to the Zoomers for giving me permission to let things go. It's not a failure. It's fine. I still have the patterns if I want them. It's all good. And we're empty. So that's it, folks. That's all I got. Sorry about the nose. Sorry about... You know what? I'm not sorry. I'm a living organism who got sick. Sorry about that. And then I said sorry anyway. So, so Fergus is down here very happy, so I'm not going to pick him up. But he loves you all. He thanks you for the shout outs. Join me in any sort of sal. I can't wait to see your Sampler September stuff, your back to school stuff. Whoo, guys, it's fall. School has started. It's getting cozy. I mean, it's 97 degrees here today, so it's not very cozy yet, but it just feels like that's a coming. And so thank you. Thank you. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I love your comments. If for some reason I had a comment come up from 11 months ago, I answer every comment. So if for some reason that didn't happen or I didn't answer a question, just ask it again. I don't know why that happened, so I apologize. But leave a comment if you can. Like and subscribe if that's what you want to do. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay, I gotta get off of here. I never know how to do this. So anyway, thank you and have a wonderful Sampler September. I cannot wait to see what everybody does. And we'll be back here and we'll do it again. Talk to you then. Bye. Holy cats.